希望大家都享受咗呢個充滿驚悚嘅我哋呢一個最後嘅放映會啦。我哋而家有請呢一個 Alex Language 女士，我哋嘅評審啦，仲有嘅就係呢一個 Billy Alemani 先生，我哋呢一套電影《周遊旅人》嘅呢一個視覺特效，仲有我哋電影《槍聲》嘅導演張海志先生上台分享一下，有請。
Thank you for having these films here and sharing them with us. So, Per, you did not sound effects and visual effects on the second film, The Voyager. And I'm kind of grateful that it wasn't sound effect because I was like, I haven't listened to the sound. But tell me about how this project came to you.
Well, thank you very much, first of all, for inviting us. It's been a very great week in the festival. I need to thank also Pablo Pagan, the director, because he did a great job. And the job came to me because it was a school project. We were finishing our career on film studies in Barcelona. And this was like the last project we did together, and Pablo was a very good friend of mine, and she proposed me to work on the project, and I accepted, and it has been a very nice decision to do it.
But did you only do like After Effects, or did you work on the visual effects, kind of a dead body and also that?
Especially, I work on the visual effects like post-production, computer-generated images, but I also helped in the production of doing the special effects in the shooting and but especially the visual effects.
So can you tell me about which were the difficulties and which scenes did you work with the most? Obviously the truck driving up the cliff, I expect.
I think the most difficult thing to do was to match or try to match as better as I can the real footage with computer-generated images. And what we did to try to achieve that was on the shooting, prepare it very well, and shoot the scenes with the final look in mind. And the thing that I had to work most was the track scene falling, which is this one is completely full CGI, so there's no real footage. And then the other two scenes were like a mix of real footage and visual effects.
Okay, I totally forgot about you. Sorry.
被問呢一個我哋被問到啦，點解會製造呢一段短片電影嘅時候啦，我哋嘅視覺特效負責人咧，佢就話啦，呢套電影咧係佢哋咧喺巴塞羅那讀呢一個大學佢哋嘅最後一個同埋呢個導演巴洛合作嘅最後一部作品啦，然後跟住亦都係佢哋嘅畢業作啦。所以咧，佢哋就有見及此做咗呢套出色嘅作品出嚟啦。佢覺得當中最難因為佢負責視覺特效咁樣拍攝同埋製作嘅一個片段咧，當然就係最後呢一架貨車跌落山崖嘅呢個部分。當中咧有好多畫面咧，其實係一啲真實嘅一啲畫面嚟嘅，但係啦，其實亦都有好多咧係尤其是最後佢跌落山嗰下係完全用 CGI 佢哋製作出嚟嘅，即係我哋呢一個電腦虛擬特效製造出嚟嘅。佢哋覺得最難嘅就係要好多揾唔同嘅素材，然後拼湊出嚟呈現翻呢一個畫面出嚟俾大家。
So tell me about the other scenes that were partly real footage and partly CGI.
Yeah, the other scenes, I mean, there's a lot of small details for maybe like blending some scratches and for all of that are like invisible effects or try to be invisible effects and are just a little retouch on the scene to like hide the effects like in set. And also the other two shots were very cool because it was my first time doing this, going on the actual set and working with especially the photography team for the lights, for matching the lights correctly and all of that, and doing like visual effects supervisor, supervising that all is shot correctly for later on doing the effects better and getting a better result.
好啦，被問到其他畫面有啲咩特別我哋需要關注或者值得提及嘅一啲點嘅時候啦，菲利先生就話啦，當中啦好多嘢咧，佢都係第一次嘗試嘅，例如就係親臨呢個拍攝現場啦，去睇住全部人，因為佢係呢個視覺特效嘅呢個總監啦，佢就要睇住全部人啦，點樣喺現場啦，喺呢個場內拍攝咗之後咧，例如控制燈光啦各種，然後佢就要翻去咧，再用呢個電腦啊、CGI 啊各種啊，去修飾一啲佢係想呈現俾觀眾啦，無論係真係好明顯地睇得到，又或者唔想大家睇得到嘅一啲少少視覺上嘅，佢都係要咁樣去嘗試。呢樣嘢對佢哋我十分新鮮同有挑戰性嘅。
And do you know anything about how this story came to Pablo?
I really don't know how came to Pablo, but I mean he was like suddenly he get this history. He has been a great director. Since I know him, I watch all of his work, and he has a very good ideas. And he wanted to do like something very dark and kind of creepy in some style, with this kind of protagonist character that's kind of and also an antagonist. So yeah, I don't really know.
Thank you. And your film was about the policeman, not?
被問到呢一個周遊旅人呢套電影嘅創作靈感嘅時候啦，佢都唔係好清楚佢嘅好朋友導演阿 pablo 點解會決定製作一個咁樣嘅題材嘅電影啦。但係佢就話啦，佢咧認識咗 pablo 好耐，而且佢係有睇過晒佢執導以嚟嘅所有作品嘅，佢就知道咧佢上製咗一套咧關於黑暗啦同埋驚悚嘅，當中有涉及主人公或者正派反派咁樣嘅一套電影，所以但係佢就覺得基於佢嘅好朋友嘅呢個優良聲譽同埋佢製作呢一啲精良嘅製作啦，所以佢決定參與其中。
Okay, so your film was the third one about the policeman that got shot. This is based on a true story, as I.
Yeah, because I think a lot of my classmates of my high school, maybe 13 friends, when they graduate up and they become a police. So it's one story of my friend.
我哋張愛哲導演被問到咧，呢個故事咧，槍聲呢套電影嘅故事係咪基於呢個真實事件、真人真事嘅時候咧，佢就話到咧，其實係嘅，因為咧呢個張導演咧，佢喺高中嘅時候啦，佢班上面咧至少有13個同學咧都係畢業之後從事呢一個警察呢個行業嘅，所以佢就會取材咗當中一位經歷過嘅事情嚟拍攝呢套嘅影片。
And have you worked closely with him, like done a lot of research through all of the film, or is it just inspired by his?
in the beginning, I didn't have the idea to make film about their story because when they become police, our life is become very different. But when you every year you meet them again, you can see they become the man, the human, you never know him. So that's why I just want to understand what kind of people my friend become now. So I start to listen to them. And just like this story, my best friend of my high school, one time we just drink beer like our normal days, and he said, "Oh, last month I almost lost my job and my life." Oh, what happened? And he just said, "One shot just passed my face." And this night I cried to call my dad. I want to quit. I want to leave my job. And he said this thing by a very, very easy face and dialogue. But in my image, I can't imagine anything about that moment. Yeah, so I want to create it.
被問到啦，有冇作出好多嘅調查啦，或者資料搜集先至拍攝呢套電影嘅時候啦，我哋嘅導演就話其實冇話特別好刻意去做咗好多呢啲嘅，因為咧其實呢啲都係一點一滴咧，從佢哋高中畢業之後啦，佢哋每年嘅做嘢嘅時候，佢見證到身邊呢啲曾經嘅摯友，逐漸變成咗一個大家曾經都想像唔到佢會成為嘅人嘅時候，佢又漸漸好好奇究竟係佢呢啲曾經咁親密嘅好友。佢哋而家成年生活中嘅發生咗啲咩事，導致佢哋會蛻變成為如今嘅一個模樣咧？然後跟住佢就話啦，其中有一個佢最好高中時候最好嘅朋友喺佢哋某一次嘅聚會上啦，好輕描淡寫、從容不迫咁飲住啤就咁講：我話上個月啦爭啲冇咗份工，而且仲冇埋條命添啊！而且佢講述嘅就係正正就係故事入邊粒子彈從佢面上面擦過嘅呢一件事。
Did he leave his job? Did he leave his job?
No, I think it's not only him. All of my friends, they always be the police until now because in Taiwan we have a very special situation. Is our young people is very hard to get a job, so life is struggle. So police is just like you work in the government, so your life, your job will very stable. So they have a lot of reason they can't quit this job because their family, their life, yeah. So until now they still try and learn how to be a good police. Yeah.
So of course the protagonist of the film The Gunshots did not leave his job after that. And in fact all of his friends who decided to become a police after graduating from high school are still being a police.
Oh. Getting late.
真係非常好嘅可以。導演就話啦，呢一位槍聲嘅主人公啦，佢就仍然咧喺度做緊警察啦，同埋咧就係咧佢所有喺高中畢業嘅同學從事警察嘅呢份行業嘅嗰啲同學啦，都仍然繼續做緊嘢，就係因為啦。喺台灣地區啦，當今時今日呢一個社會咧，對於年青人嚟講咧，去養家活兒咧，揾三餐咧都唔係一件好容易嘅事。而做一位警察咧，其實正正就係做一位公務員有穩定嘅收入，所以對於好多人嚟講係一件好重要嘅事。所以係啦，所以佢哋都就算經歷咗一啲咁難忘嘅經歷，而且係切身冇人可以想像到嘅事情之後咧，佢哋都仍然係繼續持續去堅守呢一個職責。
Do we have any questions in the audience? I can barely see you, but there's one.
thank you, Barry, for the work in the movie, and I like it. I like the visual in the movie and how creepy it is. And actually, I wouldn't have something like a very clear question, because at the end I'm not that experienced in visual effect, but I would love to thank you about it. And I have other question for the other director from Taiwan. There's a dialogue happen between the two characters where he describes something about the American police. I don't remember the line specifically, but they say that they are complaining about the American police could hit the black people, and then they say something about Chinese police, and then they say something about something else, and then it ended up talking about the Taiwan police. Can you please talk more about that, about this kind of specialty that the Taiwan want to save the picture of it according to the police actions with the people? I'm just curious about that. Thank you so much.
就是说，就是他看到电影里面有几句对白让他特别印象深刻，就是在他的那个上司，就那个学长跟他说，美国的警察在打黑人，香港的警察在打青年，台湾的警察就大家在等着看你打什么了的时候，他对于这个社会现象特别的印象深刻，他就想要了解一下这个情况到底是大概是怎样，所以
I think that we all want to know how much power should the police have to have. Yeah, I think it's a big issue, even in Taiwan, because we have a lot of events, so a lot of people hate police, including Taiwan. It's about what they did, a lot of bad things in Taiwan also. But just like me and my friends, when we just student, we also just a simple reason we hate police because those bad things. But when they become police, they have to do everything the police should do. Yeah, but when I look at my friend, it's not just police, it's just human. So it's just like a young boy, they have to listen those boss and do something they don't want. And a lot of bad things, a lot of difficult things. And finally, I think sometimes they lost themselves, and until now they don't know how to become a good police. Yeah, so just like my movie, they type a lot of reports. Sometimes he's a bad guy. Sometimes he's just a weak man, a weak human. So it's just police, but they're also just a human being. Yeah.
好啦，我哋導演就話啦，其實好多呢一啲信息就係咧，想帶出嚟就係話，究竟其實警察應該係需要擁有幾大嘅權力咧？呢一樣嘢都係全世界都係一個可圈可點嘅事情，一個疑問啦，亦都冇一個正確答案啦。就正如全世界一樣啊，喺台灣咁樣都係啦。警察佢嘅存在咧，的確都有好具備爭議性，而且民間咧都未必話大家都係真係咁中意從事呢個行業嘅人。就好似影片當中都會見到好多年輕人，甚至普羅民眾反而係會做好多嘢去挑釁警察啦。然後佢亦都話其中一點就係好多時佢啲身邊呢啲從事警察呢個行業嘅人係漸啦，就喺呢個行業當中咧都迷失自我。好多時警察存在都只係因為有呢個需求，然後佢哋活到現今為止咧，都有陣時成日都喺度心諗，會唔會終有一日迷失自我？因為佢哋根本有陣時都喺度反思緊，究竟要點樣成為一個好嘅警察。而呢個正正佢就係佢好想反映嘅一樣嘢。
Do we have any more questions from the audience? I thought that was one of... There is one in the corner.
So I have another question for Director Chang.
So I would like to ask, the media and the journalists in Taiwan say that just the report is a really big problem. So how would you like to represent that the news problem? So you have mentioned that there is in the plot they say the journalists are just like that. So how would you like to represent the problem in the news freedom in the Republic?
他就是想说，就是在影片里面也看到，就是在台湾这个社会特别有趣的一个现象，就是媒体跟
那我直接讲过，就是台湾的话，就是它的媒体会有很多错误的报道，就是从开头就是我们会有乡民先去拍影片，然后会上传到网上，然后就像记者他会就是感觉新闻自由被过度使用了，像这样的话，其实也给警察这种人群带来一种就是更多的压力。那他们在执法过程当中，可能有很多事情他们就不会做。其实这也是我感觉这个影片当中会给那个警官或警员他们带来压力的一个方式。那如果就是你想要拍影片来表达，怎么样你去表达这些被不当使用的媒体对这些行政执法人员的困惑？
直接用中文回答 ，OK， 就是这的确是我在电影中想讲的故事背景。我觉得它是一个很好的主题，但在这20分钟的篇幅，我并没有足够的时间去探索这个议题。但枪声现在跟原本的电视台，我们现在正在开发影集。那刚好你所讲的主题成为了我们的主轴。那我觉得这件事情不只成为警察的负担，它成为了警察的工作，就是所谓的 KPI。但警察有 KPI 是一件非常奇怪的事，因为我们都知道警察做得好，那治安很好，不会有犯罪的事情。但没有犯罪的事情，警察没有 KPI， 他们就会被媒体报道我们的警察不做事。所以警察要让事情变得更加的犯罪吗？他们对媒体的批判，他们要为了工作，为了升官，就像我们做日常工作一样，他们要表演着媒体下所希望的警察吗？那当然并不是这个短片要讲的故事。那这些角色在10个小时的故事里，影集的故事里，我们会继续探索。
So there is indeed much or significant misuse of power or even abuse of media and social media nowadays on different platforms, as information technology has facilitated the transmission of everything nowadays. And indeed the police have been struggling to perform as the media has been hoping them to do, as there is this very strange system that exists in Taiwan. I don't know if every one of you have noticed in the film, which is the Taiwanese police are probably the only ones who've got like certain goals and KPI to achieve every month. So they have to act between, should they really provoke people to commit crimes so that they can catch those who commit crimes and reach their goals, or should they really just do nothing and as a peacemaker of the society? If they do not catch anyone or make news every day, they're going to be criticized by the media for being lackey and not doing anything. So that's one of the themes that our director here is currently working on with another institution in Taiwan about it. And he thinks that it is indeed a very good topic and a subject that he also tried to bring out within this 20 minutes. And he'll be working on it in a future project of about maybe 10 hours. Yes.
Thank you so much.